Therefore, SHIB possesses something unique that is not present in any other investments that are made in this sector. One of the reasons that SHIB has been so successful up to this point in this market cycle is because of its long-term perspective and determination. Similarly, the same thing makes it likely that SHIB will be the greatest performer among the top 20, as I mentioned at the beginning of this sentence. If there is a possibility that SHIB will challenge the top 5 by the time the cycle is out, it would not surprise me in the least. This is due to the fact that there are certain well-known individuals who have no intention of selling their property in the near future. At the very least, Shiba Inu will not receive 50 cents till then. You are now entering the channel. This is Luxide, my name. It would be helpful if you could click the bell button once more and the subscribe button underneath. This will let us connect with you and is completely free. There will be a notification sent to you every time there is a new live video on the channel. There is a prominent investor who goes by the name Carl the Moon. There are 1.4 million people that follow him on X, and he resides in the United Arab Emirates. He will be referred to as an influencer. Forbes recognized him as one of the 30 young people under the age of 30 of the year, and he has publicly stated that he will not sell Shiba Inu until the price reaches at least 50 cents. Additionally, he asserts that if this were to begin to trend upward at this very moment, it might even surpass the 50-cent threshold. Please allow me to reiterate that. We are a very long way from 50 cents. 4 zeros, 2 4s, 4 zeros, and 2 5s are the current values. Even the question, is this really possible, is being posed to him by people. Is it possible for SHIB to accomplish this progress? Are you certain that this will take place? And it is an extremely difficult decision to make. Is that correct? With the removal of 4 zeros at this moment, Shiba Inu has a market cap that is approximately $15 billion. The value of Shiba Inu would be approximately $249 trillion in that scenario. Not only would this make it the most valuable cryptocurrency, but I believe it would also be more valuable than any other product in the entire globe for that matter. In no way do I believe that this is impossible. Nevertheless, because we are towards the end of this market cycle, it is difficult to picture it happening right now. This is unless there is a significant decrease in supply that makes this road much simpler. Despite the fact that this is true, it does not alter the fact that SHIB contains individuals who have long-term objectives. The fact that SHIB is still capable of surprising people in this market moment is not altered by this revelation. It is not anything that would come as a surprise to me if the market value of Shiba Inu reached near to $500 a billion by the time this cycle is over, as I have stated on numerous occasions. In no way does this constitute financial advice, a commitment, or anything else of the sort. When we talk about long-term buyers, we are referring to those who are content to buy and hold items for an extended period of time. Moreover, this has been going on ever since the last market was poor. This is the reason why SHIB can vary so much in this situation. There is no longer any source, which is the reason for this. For a very long period, it has been put aside for use. As a result of this, SHIB will most likely adjust their prices in a manner that is completely off the charts. In point of fact, I would like to share with you what I intend to do. So it is very evident that the assets are performing far better. This is something that a lot of people have been asking me about. I have found that to be quite peculiar. Since assets have been acquired, things are running much more smoothly. The phrase, "we're getting close to all season," is an example. These individuals inquire, "When are you going to sell? How soon do you anticipate beginning to generate income?" I'll do my best to keep you all informed as everything unfolds, but I think the most important thing is the time period rather than the price. Is that okay? I examine the cycles of the market to determine when things have a tendency to slow down. When is it most likely that the next high will occur? And this typically takes place in the months of March, April, or May. When one takes a look back, it is possible to see that this occurred in precisely the same manner during the most recent market turn. The actions taken by the market prior to that, to put it another way, this is a tendency that is quite consistent. You are correct in assuming that there has been a pause for the crypto summer after there was a big rise. It should be obvious that the tops began to fall once more around the month of May. And then there was a good increase at the end of the summer, right? Both alts and Bitcoin can be used to keep track of this. I am going to use that to take a portion of my initial earnings from Shiba Inu, regardless of the price that it is currently trading at. To put things into perspective, how much am I taking? It is going to be contingent on the cost, all right? In addition, I am still unsure of the value of that number. One of the most peculiar aspects of this situation is that Shiba Inu might be 10 times more expensive in the month of March. I want to make it clear that this is not a guarantee or a piece of financial advice, but I believe that we might be at 3 zeros 1 through 3 zeros 2 at some point during the months of March, April, or May. Something like that would not surprise me in the least. We have not yet entered the all-season phase. You are still able to observe this long-term reliability. You can still see people taking stock away from the situation. It is precisely this that makes Shiba Inu such a wonderful skill. Following that, we will discuss the market cycle. I'll accept a greater payout in the event that we experience a significant cycle. I will not be selling all of my SHIB since I want to make sure that I have some bags available. As time goes on, I will also be purchasing further items. In spite of this, I intend to continue adding to my luggage, and I have no doubt that you are now interested in this. As a matter of course, all we are doing is sitting here and waiting for the next price point to begin. Currently, the long position that I initiated yesterday is experiencing a loss of approximately 8% dollars. In the event that you are interested in using MogX, there is a link in the text that will lead you to the online platform. You have the ability to trade on SHIB with leverage of up to you have the ability to trade on SHIB with leverage of 600. When trading other assets, you have the ability to use leverage of up to 100 times. Once more, there is no know your customer need. In terms of trade and deposit bonuses, you have the opportunity to receive up to $10,000, so feel free to investigate this. On the other hand, it is essential to take note of this fact because SHIB is still in the process of preparing for this inverted head and shoulders to take place. In point of fact, I'm going to demonstrate this to you all, right? Is the opposing concept to that of head and shoulders. And this has not been discarded as of yet. Is that correct? The fact that the hourly lows are continuing to rise is a positive sign at this point in time. In terms of SHIB, we are currently above our moving average of 200 hours, which is considered to be our safest place. Despite the fact that it ought to have been delivered here, the market received some unfavorable news yesterday, which I will discuss in a different film. This shouldn't continue for an excessive amount of time. However, we are also establishing some slightly higher highs in this vicinity. We are able to observe that this pattern is beginning to drive SHIB upward. There will be a great deal more of what we saw the previous week, such as in the beginning of the week, and a great deal more of what we saw the week before that, which is excitement from normal investors and institutional investors adding money. I believe that it is feasible that we will be able to obtain that small push that will get SHIB over the hump. Is that correct? That breaks this range of 4 zeros, right? 4 zeros, 2, and 6. This brings us one step closer to the 4 zeros, 2, and 8 number once more. Without a doubt,